We're now joined by the VMI cadets. We have with us head coach Andrew Wilson, along with student athletes TJ Johnson and Linus Holstrom. If you have a question, just raise your hand. We have a mic, and just give your name and your media entity before you ask your question. With that, Coach, if you will, just an opening statement, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, congrats to UNCG. I thought they had a really good game plan. They really hurt us on the offensive glass tonight. I thought that was the difference in the game, really. 15 offensive rebounds for 19 second chance points made it really difficult on us. We were really worried about defending the three tonight because they hurt us the second game at their place from three, and we did a good job defending the three tonight. They only made 6 threes, that's 6 for 23. So we took care of that part of the game, but unfortunately we struggled to finish possessions, and I thought that was a difference in the game. KJ Younger, tremendous player for them. Such a poised freshman. For him to come in a tournament setting and have 29 points, first time he's ever played in this building, is very impressive. So hats off to them. Just really proud of my guys. Only playing 7 guys, and really that's what we did the last several weeks of the season. Just because injuries have really been tough for us this year. We've had 6 guys out for a large majority of the season, and so we only had 7 guys. And just really proud of my guys. They just kept fighting all season long, and they just never would give in. And it was the same case tonight. We started to close the gap there late in the second half, and we were fighting to get it under 10. I think we got it to 10, maybe 6 minutes left in the game. We're, a couple of possessions away from putting real game pressure on them, and just couldn't quite get over that hump. But just very proud of my guys, and we'll take any questions.
Questions? Third row.
Steve of Greenville Sports Media. Coach, what has your team taught you this year?
They've really kind of verified what I already thought about this group. We were sitting on this podium last year, coming off 2 great wins after a semifinal loss to Wofford. And our guys were so committed to each other. To return 10 scholarship players, the second most leading production in the entire country, to a military school, says a lot about these guys. They're unbelievably committed to each other. They wanted to do something really special this season. And sometimes you can't control everything. And obviously, it was a big loss for us having Ricky Bradley, the preseason player of the year, out. Our front court was decimated with injuries. And we struggled to rebound. We struggled to defend around the basket at times. It wasn't from a lack of trying. Our guys battled all season long. And I think you learn more about yourself in difficult moments than you do when things are good. I think these guys will carry this with them for the rest of their life. Our guys had every opportunity this season to give in. Every opportunity, and they never did. And I'm just as proud of this team as I sit up here this year as I was last year's team, if not more. And 13 of our 17 losses in SoCon play were single-digit games under 10 minutes. So we're right there. And unfortunately, we don't have the results this year to show for the commitment and the resiliency that this team had. And sometimes that's how it goes.
Front row.
This is for Linus and TJ. Coach just touched on it. Resiliency is a word that I think a lot of people see when they look at this team. And I'd love for you guys to answer, but where does that come from, TJ and Linus?
I think a lot of it comes from just our everyday life at VMI. Definitely plays a role in it. No one in the conference has to go through what we go through on a daily basis. And it really does help you build resiliency. And I think the team that we have is just kind of wired different to overcome adversity. And then we have great, like what Coach was saying, we have great connectivity within the team. So we said it multiple times throughout the game today when we were huddling up, like we were playing for each other. It wasn't about each of us as an individual. We were, competing as a team, and we've been through some of the most difficult parts of our lives together. And so, we all know that if we stick together, we can come out on the other end.
Yes, similar for me. Just the guys on the team, when we face adversity or tough situations, like if I look to my right and to my left, I know that my teammates won't give up, or that there's no sense of letdown in the group, and that motivates me as a player. And I feel like that's how we stay resilient as a team.
And Coach, obviously I know you're proud of everyone in that locker room, but from a basketball standpoint, when you got these two guys that can get hot from three, you got to feel like you always had a chance, even if it didn't go your way at the end.
Yeah, when you can shoot the three like we do, and partly it was out of necessity, and having a short lineup, we were forced to shoot a lot of threes this season, but it played into our strength as a team. TJ and Linus are two of the best shooters in the Southern Conference, and you always felt like you could get back into games because of the way we could get hot and shoot the ball from three. And sure enough, we started to crawl our way back into it tonight, and just didn't have enough to get over the top. And but just really proud of both these guys. Both these guys are winners. Both these guys are unbelievably tough. They're both very talented basketball players, and they both got a bright future ahead of them.
Maybe time for one more. Third row.
For Linus or TJ, whichever one of you wants to answer, Coach mentioned that for the last several weeks of the season, you're running 7 guys in the rotation. That means a lot of minutes, a lot of heavy work for all 7 guys involved. That's a pretty intense challenge. Do you guys feel like you rose to and met that challenge?
I mean, we did the best we could. It's obviously not an ideal situation to be in, but it's the hand we were dealt. And, honestly, thank God for the opportunity, because, a couple of years ago, I would have killed to have that opportunity. And so, it's difficult to win and finish games when you only got 7 guys, but we worked our tails off, and I think we did the best we could with the hand we were dealt.
All right, Coach, thank you to you and your team. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you guys.